Right, there it is, the new tyre, put on, pumped up, new inner tube as well. It was a job and a half to get it on. If you look at the old tyre in comparison, the difference in the profile, it's a huge difference between there and there, and also the width of the tyre as well. Both profiles are quite a lot, and I thought it was not going to fit, but it looked like I think I had slightly too much air in the inner tube when I was trying to put the inner tube inside the wheel. But it's fine now. Now we've got to figure out how to put it back onto the bike. Right, incidentally, are we recording? I think we are. Double check. Yes, we are recording. Right. What I didn't need is tyre levers. I had to go to Halfords and buy some tyre levers because I didn't have any, and I didn't actually need them in the end, which is good. So I can take those back. Right, to get the wheel back on. Where are we? To put the wheel back is a bit fiddly. Oh dear. Have to hand some strong cable ties, some electrical tape, and a soft-headed hammer. Position the wheel over the frame with the axle washer tabs uppermost. So, right, what we've got is we've got these. I'll hold it up to the camera if you can see it. There's just some tabs on that washer there. They have to be uppermost, i.e. facing downwards when the bike's up the right way. So you need to turn the wheel until those are positioned correctly. Upwards. A bit more. Like so. Okay. Position the wheel over the frame with the axle washer tabs uppermost so they go into the frame on the inside and after the axle. So in other words, the tabbed washers go on the inside and the ordinary washers go on the outside, and the same applies to the other side as well. That's easy enough. Put the power cable through the chain ahead of the derailleur. Ease the derailleur idle gears back so the chain can locate on the gear cluster top gear. So how we took it off. Place the axle over the frame dropouts and locate the one on the gear side first. Don't push it down. On the other side of the axle, put your thumb over the axle end and pull the frame out so that the axle can be slotted in. That sounds easier than it actually probably is. Let's try it. See how it goes. Right, so that needs to be slotted. Pull the derailleur back. The power cable, I need to look back actually and see where this power cable went. So I'm going to look back at my movies because I can't actually fathom out where it went through. I think I know where it went through. In fact, I'm going to try. I think it went through there. Like that. So now we got to somehow thread the chain on. Oh, here we go, like that. It's a bit fiddly. Thread the chain on. Now it isn't, there it is, that's it. Right, I had to stop then and start again because the SD card got full up, so I've had to take it all off, put it on the computer. Now we're starting again. Right, I was in the middle of putting the wheel back into position, so that's threaded through in the right place. The gear is on, I believe. Yep, gear's on. Not quite. Not over that cog. What's happened here? Or is it? Oh no, yes it is. No, that is right. I think. We'll soon find out. Okay, so now that's in the way. That's obviously turned and moved. Right, let's pull the gears back. Gears on. Oh, gears come off. This is very fiddly. Now that should just drop through there now. It's in the wrong plate, wrong position. So, right. Now those tabs are not upright properly, so that needs to move around a bit. Okay, some on there. Drop that in. It's not quite going into position properly. That one seems to be in, but that one doesn't. Oh, hang on, we're in the wrong place. No, that's wrong. God blimey, this is fiddly. So that needs to go. That washer's supposed to be that side, facing upwards. It's turned round again. So lift it up, get it into the right position, like that. That washer needs to be that side. That's it, sort of, almost in. Right, that's located in the right position, so maybe that's why we need the hammer. Let's put it on pause for a minute. I've just looked at the videos again. This top bolt on this bracket screws to the arm, which keeps the arm in its rightful place. So we need to put that back down there, slide that up, slot that in, and then do this. I won't do it right up, just do it loosely. So the top one goes into that hole, the bottom one just goes beneath it, like so. Okay, that'll be done up properly later. So that's in, that's done up. I haven't altered the tension, so that should just be about it. What else we got to do? I've lost my instructions. Right, next bit is right. Again, don't tighten the bolt. So replace the brake cable with the spring end located in the small tab on the brake arm. That's what I've just done. If you didn't touch the adjusting screw, you may not need to adjust the brake. Stand behind the bike and look along its length. See if the wheel is on line with the axis of the bike. If not, check the locating tab washers on each side of the axle to make sure they are fully located in the frame. It's lined up. Yeah, no, that's fine. This will pull the rear forks together, so if a new tyre is wider than the original, it may approach the frame. There's a lot of clearance on the back frame, but it's best to check. Reconnect the brake cable. Locate the return spring onto the tab on the arm, which I've done. To set it up initially, pull the arm along the cable until it stops. Then back up. Then, oops, the strands. I can crimp that back on with a pair of pliers afterwards. Where are we? Tighten the cable. Tighten the cable retaining nut. You can set up the brake later when the bike is back on its wheels. So that's pulled through. We've got to tighten that up. So that's got to have a. I think I've put that in the wrong way actually. I think it didn't have the bolt the other side. Yes, it did. I've actually put that in the wrong way round. That goes to the rear. I went through that way. That's better. Thought it was because I used a spanner on it. Don't think I've got that bit the wrong way round. I will double check that again, but I don't think I have. Where are we? Let's do that bolt up, pull that tight. Tightish. Find the right. I hate bike spanners. You find the right one and then you lose it again. That's the one. Right. God, see what I mean? I've lost it again. Which one was it? That one. Right, that's reasonably tight. I think that's correct how I've done that. As I say, I will double check that. Right, that's done up nice and tight. Put the little crimp thing back on if I can. Thinking the strands may have separated a little bit now, so I don't. Oh yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that back on. I'll try. Probably end up falling off while I'm riding along, but I'll give it a proper crimp later. Okay, what are we doing now? Reconnect the power cable. That's got to go around the other side. It says it won't go in the wrong. Locate the cable in the guide on the frame tube first, which is these little bits here. It went, where's that? Oh no, that bit slides up there, doesn't it? And goes over there. So it goes through there first, and then connects back like so. So that's correct. Leave that up there for the time being because I've got to tighten the bolts up first. Reconnect the power cable, won't go the wrong way. Locate the cable in the guides on the frame first, which I have, and then plug the connectors back together. Put the key in the battery lock and spin the pedals. The motor should turn the wheel. If it does, you're okay. If not, check the connection. Whew. Okay, right, let's try it. Let's just unzoom if I am zoomed. No, that's it. Right, it says spin the pedals. Oh. Yeah, that seems to be doing it. Now what we'll try, the motor should turn the wheel. If it does, you're okay. If not, check the connection. When all is working, use the electrician's tape to protect the connection from the rain. Cable tie the cable in the connector block to the frame tube. Go underneath the gear cable. 3 ties should do it. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a minute. Spray the connector and immediate surrounding area with water repellent. We haven't actually tightened the bolts up yet, have we? Oh yeah, I've missed that bit. If all is okay, tighten the axle bolts. This will pull the rear forks together. So before I do that, before I test it with the throttle, I'll turn the ignition off and we'll try doing the bolts up. I'll come back in a sec. Done the bolts up, like, considering I didn't have a proper spanner, I've had to use that crappy one again. I've done them up okay. Next thing to do, where are we? Yes, so we've got to turn the ignition on. I've tested it by spinning the pedals. So turn the ignition on and I'm going to pull the throttle. Let's see if the back wheel goes round. Fingers crossed, just move it a little bit. Yes, there we have it. Perfect. All I've got to do now is do up the brakes. There's nothing in these instructions about adjusting the brake. I haven't got a clue how to adjust it. The back brake, that is. Hopefully I won't need to anyway. So I'm going to do those bolts up now. And that's it, job is done. I'm going to turn the bike back over and give it a proper test. I've still got to do the front yet, but that's the difficult one done. Just got to put all these back and put some tape around them and cable ties. Job done. That's it. Right, here we have it. It's all done. It's all been road tested. All works perfectly well. Yeah, there's 2 things that is negative about putting these tyres on. The first one is that, unfortunately, because of the profile of the tyre, which is, as you can see, quite thick, it means the bike is a little bit higher, which means when you got it on the stand, the stand's not really long enough now. I went out, the bike was around the other way. I went out, when I came back, it was lying down and had fallen over. Luckily I'd taken my camera off of my tripod, otherwise my camera would be no more, because the bike had fallen on my tripod. One of the videos I lost, which was number 14, which won't mean anything to you, but that was the one where I was trying to get the wheel back on. So it jumps a little bit within the video, you may have noticed. I will put a little note in there amongst the video, just because it sort of goes out of sync a little bit. So yeah, the biggest problem was getting the wheel back on. It was just a bit fiddly, and the problem was getting those washers, the ones with the little tabs on either side, getting those vertically, completely vertically, otherwise it doesn't slot back in properly. But it's all done now. Also I've done the front wheel as well. My video that I lost showed the difference between the front and the back. That took me less than 10 minutes to do the front one. That was easy, whereas it took me quite a while to do that one. But now I know how to do it, I could do it quite easily the next time. Hopefully there won't be a next time. As I say, the only other thing was, as you may have noticed on the front wheel, I've now taken the mud flap off. Sorry, the mud guard off, I should say. It's not a car, it's a mud guard, not a mud flap. The reason I've done that is because of the size of the tyre again. It doesn't fit, it rubs, so I had to take it off, unfortunately, but it's not the end of the world. But there you go, that's it. Apart from that, job done. So I'm now going to do the business with the videos, get them uploaded. As I say, if you've got any questions, if there's anything I can help you with on that job of doing this, please let me know, and I'm only too glad to help. And I'll speak to you again soon.